Hello and welcome today to my session to show you a little bit in PostgreSQL some functions, and we are starting today with the select function. The select function is the first one, very easy to use, so stick with it. I use today an online compiler. You can use also pgadmin, or when you really have a database, whichever source you need. But we are here now looking into the code. So on the left side I will write my code here, and on the right side we will see it in the output. As I told you, we go first now into select, which is mainly that you select the columns and the data which you want to present, and the second step is then the from argument. So the simplest of these codes are including a select statement and then a from statement where you say from which table it is, and the where clause. What we will do right now is that we are first checking just the select and the from, and then in the next videos we will do some more with the where clause and so on. As I told you, so you can say, okay, I want to see all the columns in my table. So first I created here some tables, so brands, products and sales table. So for instance, we want to see our sales table and all the columns. So we go in from sales, that's the table, and then the select, when we want to see all columns and all the data, we just take here star, and that's it. So we run this command, and as you can see now on the right side, our sales table has a sales ID column, a transaction date column, a brand ID, a product ID, and the amount. And when we use the star, this means that we see all the columns, all the rows of the data. So usually what you do in the beginning is that you set also a limit, for instance limit 3, and in the beginning, and you want to see how even the table looks like, you do something like this. So show me all the columns, show me 3 entries. So this is what you do with the limit function of my sales table. The next step would be that you say, okay, good, I have a big table, there are 100 columns and I need just some certain ones. So for instance, in our example, we could say I want just a transaction date, and I want the amount. So what we did now is we separated, so we didn't use the star anymore. No, we are focusing now just on some of the columns, in this case transaction date and amount. And when you use this and you use many of these columns, you just separate them via a comma. So we could also do here one more, and that's the brand ID. Still we say, okay, it's in our sales table, limit we let to 3, and we run this. And now you can see we just show now these 3 columns which we selected: transaction date, amount and brand ID. Let's do another example where we have, for instance, our brands table. So my brands table, I want to see everything. And in this case, you see here we have, in the beginning we do like this, again star. Let us show us all, which is mostly not efficient when you really have 1 million entries, but you can start mostly with the limiter, limit 10. Show me everything in my table. On the right side we see now the first 10 entries, brand ID, brand name and country. These are the 3 columns which are existing in the brands one, and we just want to select my brand name. So just 1 column, and off we go. That's it, the introduction to the first important coding in the PostgreSQL with the select function. I hope you learned something. And I will see you next time when we go to the next one. Thank you.